All right, everybody. Welcome back to Schwarz Wednesdays here at the Card Haven. My name's Jazzy. We've got round one peak randomly meta gameplay right now. It's Nikkei Doors standby into the newly minted and printed Bang Dream Bar Pants variation. Not going for the infamous Dolores combo. Going for something slightly more consistent in a way. Doesn't even need the climax to do the combo. Ayo. What about that, huh? That combo is going to be the 3-2 blue card in the clock and at the top of the Sekihote's waiting room. It's going to be discard 2 to mill the top 4 of your deck and burn 2 for every climax revealed on climax play, search 2. So the climax effectively helps you pay for its own cost in a really nice way. Really nice bonus here for Sekihote. Not sure if he's taking advantage of it, but leaning into a blue top end with Bang Dream gives you access to the Orisa Fumio, which will allow him to shuffle back the opponent's waiting room, leaving out a climax, or maybe it's 2. I remember it's old, so maybe it's the old good one. In the meantime, eating some damage. Sekihote gonna go for the Gemba. Successful. We get a brainstorm. Looks like the Chiuri here. 2 copies of Chiuri hitting the board, looks like. In the hand. In the face. Nope. That's Chiuri and the 3500 freezer into freezer. But this freezer doesn't matter as much. Let's use sacrifice a character to check the top if character draw. Nice bar. Swings with the Chiuri here. On death, discard to top check 4 for a traded character. And does decide not to sacrifice with the 3500 in the center here. Trying to block some damage, inherently. Already taken up to 5. Does have the bar, does have, I believe, double combo, pathway to the triple 1 combo. Very straightforward. Yeah. Brainstorm to salvage or any number of ways of discarding and getting here will kind of do the trick. In the meanwhile, Cowboy Sun up top, getting the Nikkei early game setup. We will first draw and discard. We will then play the climax. We will then hit face. Setting up the Modernias all the while. That's going to be stock number 1. Extra copy of the 1 combo in hand for next turn. Sekihote getting the 1 block he needs to kind of keep it all nice. Keep it all feeling okay here. Even the biggest versions of the next 2 packets only sends you up to 1-4. So can't feel too sad about that, especially after a double block. Take guarantees to 3. It's kind of hard to level here, though, unless you have something green that you're willing to clock. Losing one of the early play healers here. A copy of the Brainstorm. A copy of the Chiuri. Blue going to be the answer. Blue utility hitting the level here. He's going to lock it in. Not for nothing, Buns for Luck in this list is off color of both of the 1 combo and the 3-2. And so would need to finagle colors a little bit in order to get the get the buns at 2 while also probably playing the bar combo Oblivionus again. Now here we're just trying to see if we can scam our way into the third copy of the level 1 combo. I see another bar just drawn off the top with the clock, which I believe he can use the climax discard to salvage here to cheater. Get some work done. If you're Cowboy Son to the top, you're chilling right now. We can't see the clock, unfortunately. Camera angle is a bit too rough, but it's pretty chilling. You got double stock off Modernia. We have an extra copy to recombo with. In the meanwhile, second Hote, climaxes galore, and not a great way to get rid of them. Unless he reveals it to us. There we go. Helmet. Sacrifice discard. Let's go grab the 1 combo. Pretty sure, yep. She did get milled into the waiting room. So, might as well take it while you got it. The bonus here being that Sekahote honestly has a pretty strong hand already. Isn't even going to need to brainstorm. I like a brainstorm here though, because you can try to high roll, just slamming everything you get off the Oblivionis combo into stock. But I think he's gonna end up doing it anyways. And we can see here he does run the Fumio with the extra blue that's in the list. Do have Fumio. Is going to grab a swinging card. All right. Let's see. How weak is the hand? I'm not sure. He might only be able to get to stock 1 card on this turn. And he is running this level 0 green card for the funny Fumio combo. Can't pass up a chance at the level 1 combo, though. Clean again. So that level 0 green card allows you to swap the bottom card of the opponent's stock with a card in their waiting room, effectively allowing you to have, I believe in this deck, it should be a 2 climax Fumio. I'm not sure if the Orisa is old and broken. And he's playing like he's got a climax left to give here, so gonna assume that there is a block coming down. No level here, I don't think. So Cowboy-san procking his own Shiri here, looking for a character that we would like. Modernia won't be bad. Not sure if we have the door though. And here goes nothing. I'm not sure if Cowboy-san is 1/6. Yep. There we go. Straight to level 2 here, but does give him the opportunity to trigger standby if at all possible. Didn't see that much blocking. You have to feel like there's 1 or 2 standbys at minimum left in the deck, because I feel like we've seen a good amount of doors leaving more than anything else. Modernia, Jackal, draw ditch. Lose the standby. Draw ditch. Lose a 0. No worries. We're going to freeze the brainstorm for fun. And we are going to helmet. That frees up 2 climaxes back into Cowboy-san's rotation as it is. I wonder if there's a climax in hand. You feel like it really ought to be there, but can never be sure. Heal here. No heal though, just playing the Alice. There we go. Double proc on the bounce back. Standing by. Is it Sin? It is. Just get it established early. You gotta let him know. You really gotta let him know. All right. Gauging our triggers carefully. You have to assume he's trying not to trigger climaxes out too early, if at all possible. So here comes a 3. Sekahote misplaying. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in his hand. Did he blind stock? Did he blind stock 2 climaxes? Man, insane. Takes a 3. Yep. So I do believe that's 5 back. Not great here for Sekahote. I'm not sure how much time you've got left on your timer with a refresh like that. Not for nothing, though. Standby does not push damage. So it's just poke, poke, poking. All right. We do know that he has a bar and a combo in hand. Let's see if a brainstorm or a changer is gonna hit the field here for the next Oblivionis combo. Not for nothing, this deck is pretty horrible now after that block. Believe it's 4 climaxes left in the pool for blocking with. It's a hard clock here though, in a sense. Does clock? No, that's the healer. All right. Does level the healer. Living, overrated. Does not end up drawing into a climax. So safe from that outcome. Easiest brainstorm of your life. And whiff. Whoa. I hate to see that. I don't know how much hand fixing he's really got, though, is the thing. We have one combo, but there's no changers. And I don't know that there's really that much salvage going on in the hand. Don't know if that's a helmet. It's difficult to say. If you could make your way to a second brainstormer, if anything, that might be more palatable than anything else, to be honest. Procking a second brainstorm here, it's kind of just like gets your deck close enough that your one combo isn't so horrible, and I don't know, yeah. And then if it hits, you're just gonna get the other copies of the one combo to kind of pay it all back, anyways. So he's gonna crack the helmet, not going for the brainstorm. At least not the start. Maybe get the changer, sure. So at the beginning of the climax step, that green 1-0 changes into the other green 1-0 that on attack checks forward to add to stock or hand. And on play, allows him to mill 3, but I think he's pretty wary of the climaxes available now. So not going to be extra milli as it is. We accept death into Alice. And then, in the meantime, Oblivionis is going to take care of the rest of Cowboy Sun's board. Now, we know there's... I believe we know that there is still 2 climaxes in Sekahote's stock, unless we miscounted on the... unless we miscounted on the waiting room fan out there before the reshuffle. Even then, the best case scenario here is 5 climaxes left in stock. We're pretty sure that he blind stocked at least 1 from the way that he was playing that and kind of left 2 vanilla damage behind for fun. And guaranteed block already for Cowboy Sen. Kind of keeps him in a good spot, good chance of being just about 2-4, 2-3. See how the triggers line up. Although, to be fair, Bang Dream does not actually have that many soul triggers in it. I guess this list is different from the Bardor list. You are running a Climax with a soul trigger on it, but even so, your early play healer not having a soul trigger and not really an abundance of level 2s and others anyways to pair with your finisher kind of puts a damper on your ability to kind of randomly trigger for soul. Sekahote. Wow, this guy's digging. Can you chill? Is 3 clean not good enough? Do we not like the healer? How about make your Fumio better for your troubles? What, huh? How do we feel? Neither. Utility card instead. I think might be a Climax Stitches salvage. Double block here guarantees Cowboy Sen the sick level 2 turn. Maybe you could stop Sakahote. Maybe you could stop after seeing the Fumio. Or maybe the Fumio's off trade. I haven't considered. Finisher good here too. Gets neither. Going for the brainstorm. Hoping to have another turn and okay. Not triggering good. Triple block for Cowboys son. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, baby. Now then, if you're Cowboys son, yep, there it is exactly. You could try to keep stock compressing, but why? You know, why whenever Big Dream has the buns for luck? The good luck bread. Or I don't know what I don't know what the second name translation of it is. I actually got to look it up. It is very funny that they just decided not to print it with the same name, even though it's the same name in Japanese. But yeah, that's truly something. All right, let's try to crack the name here while Cowboy Sun navigates his turn. Obviously, we got to hold on to Alice. Pay 3 for the Jackal, keeping us kind of out of you can do it bread range here. Second Alice to keep the heel down going. Playing over the Cheery to get some deck speed, and here we go. Bounce back. Ooh, do you play Climax? Standby. Modernia on the field. The full Nikkei setup really is present. We're kind of doing it. Good amount of pay down as well for the risk of you can do it bread. Anti-early counter, I do believe, is available for Sekahote. Yep. Should be that card that he's eyeing up in the middle of his hand there. Is it worth it? You do want to try to buy some time at this point, so yep. There goes the hand investment. Sender to memory clock clock anti counter and a block. Get look at him go. All right. Ooh, double block. Sekahote buying the time. Anti-change counter is real and can hurt you. All right. Would you like some red to threaten buns? He's thinking about it. Eyeing up the Cheery in hand. Here goes nothing. We've got another turn to we've got another turn here to kind of puts around and see what we can see. And the answer is going to be hit this double brainstorm and pray really, really hard that we mill a second character. Does get a second character. We're going to mill 3 here. Send it, trying to get another copy of the 1 combo for fun. There's not like there's many other options for Sekahote here. Let's go for the brainstorm. You milled 3 clean. And the hit came at the very end. What do you want? Really? It looked like he was eyeing a Cheery almost. All right, yeah. Better start sculpting the finishers here. Milling out climaxes like this is no good portent of blocking damage. Final swing. What do you want? No climax coming down either, so it's kind of going to be a slow game damage-wise, all things considered, unless Sekahote finds the random Giga Triggers for fun. And even if he does, the blocking should not be insignificant for Cowboys Sun. Should be very possible. All right, here's a bar. Congrats on your new climax, buddy. You love having those in hand. That's why you're playing a bar pan stack, right? Okay. Oh, double bar trigger. Ooh. This guy's floating climaxes to his hand. Ah, that's rough. He's going to sack a character. Watch this. Character, climax. No. Lucky. All 4 damage taken here by Cowboy Sun, but I mean, you're really about to be able to put the hurt down unless Sekahote is incredibly lucky. The damage swing about to come on down for Sekahote. Ought to have a climax swap in hand so that he can field his combo. And not for nothing, he actually kind of wants to try to get these bars back into the deck before refresh. I think he did discard 1 for hand size. But even so, we're trying to mill out our own climaxes, so the compression of our own deck is of utmost importance. Cowboy Sun here considering the final card to play. Gets to discard a door for his troubles and just might be the triple swing. That is not a character. All right. Well, Cowboy Sun showing off the rest counter. And going for a brainstorm, of all things. Maybe he wants to upkeep the hand. Maybe just wants to be able to, I don't know, trigger something else. I'm not sure. I think he's at 2-5. It's difficult to say. But yeah. All right. Cowboy Sun really needs to not mill 3 climaxes for fun, you know. Levels to 3 even. Ooh, actually, I see. So now this actually opens up the possibility that once he cracks back at Sekahote, and Sekahote goes to 3, now you get the curse choice. Get rest countered by Modernia and try anyways. Or try to putz around for another turn and try not to die. Hard choice here. He's going to crack the helmet. Not sure exactly what for, but There we go. Draw ditch. Good utility. Nothing beats that. And 3 vanilla swings for the road. And an instant standby to a second Modernia. Wow. A block for Sekahote. On 2, no less. Cowboy-san choosing not to Icy Tail. Would really appreciate, yep, if this 2 just sticks. And now what do you want to do as Sekahote? You could try. See, you're still at 2-6 here. I don't early play healer in hand. I don't mind like double brainstorm or single brainstorm. Vanilla healer. But instead he is gonna go for it. Alright. Now, an interesting facet here is that he doesn't actually have that many cards left to search from the deck, which is good in the sense of, like, he can pretty much guarantee that his combo hits, but it's not as great in the sense of I'm not sure that the hand will fully support all of it. So, we'll see how it goes. I think that's a Jackal on the left. Glare makes it hard to say. He can side that one. And then you kind of get the cursed choice of, I guess if you have triple combo, you can side the second time into a level 3 card. And just kind of hope that you hit your own climaxes to burn with. So that you can get extra packets in regardless of the rest counter. A difficult turn to navigate here. Single bouncer can't do it either. You would need double bounce or double downgrade of a sorts to get rid of the Modernias on board. Which I'm not sure that he has access to, but we'll find out. What are we thinking here, Cowboy-san? Alright, Sekahote discards a climax, gets the 1-0 that mills 3. And mills 3 clean. Well, now you definitely don't want to discard to search or play the combo to search. 1. What is that? 1, 2. I think there was still just the. Well, I mean, there was a double trigger earlier. It's kind of hard to say. What's in your deck, Sekahote? What do you think you blind stock there, good buddy? No, not the brainstorm. Ooh. All clean. Is that 5 back? Are there 2 climaxes in Sekahote's stock? I think that's the case. Alright. Here goes nothing. I actually don't like this because you know that there's climaxes in your stock. I feel like you can. I don't know. I guess I'm not sure how deep it all is, because I feel like if you can just like pay it down, get them back into the deck, that helps, right? Because you're going to deck search afterwards and kind of, do some making up for it. Clock himself. On play, clock from hand, search. Another finisher. All right, yeah. I mean, no worries, dude. All right. Well, Here goes nothing. It's triple combo, and we're going to have the hand for it. The combo generates the hand for the finishing. Wow, those climaxes are deep. What? Or I just miscounted how many were going back, I guess. Either way, here we go. Let's search 6. Yeah. Deck compression. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, one climax in that stock. One more search here. It's just going to go for some cards to discard, looks like. Here goes nothing. Reminder, it's going to be on attack, ditch 2, check 4. We're looking for climaxes for burn 2s. Kind of a my angle in a sense. First, use the brainstorm effect. Get rid of a non-climax. Next up, mill 4 cards. What do you see? Pointing out the experience requirement. Gets the it's a resonate. Oh! Full whiff. Oh! Trigger the bar. I don't think you would have blind stalked, Sekohote. We need those climaxes to be in there. Oh. Tragedy strikes. Bar straight to hand. 4 climaxes only left in the deck. Sees the climax on top and thus stops looking. Really? Keeps the bar for now. Mills only 1. Swings for 3. And Cowboy Son leaving the rest counter. Yeah, he left the rest counter. Here comes the execute. 2, 3 times. Try not to die. And he's not dead. At least not yet. Final block here. Triggers bar. Mills draws and discards the he's going to keep the climax, but mandatory draw discard before the soul up. Blocks on 5. All right, choosing to soul counter mode instead of rest counter. That's got to hurt, though. I won't lie. Doing some power comparisons here. Checking power of the finisher against the sin buffed Nikkei front line. And now it's up to Cowboy Son to end this game. You have to think a heel's got to come down, but perhaps not. Is he not at 3-6? Yeah. Here's Biscuit. Yeah, that'll heal. He did hold on to the standby climax, so yeah, double sin probably hitting the board. Sure, why not? Yeah, power up. Discard to heal. After we pay 1, ditch 1 to burn for. I saw you mill all your climaxes just now, good buddy. This 4 is lethal. So, good luck, Sekohote. No pressure. Just climax on 3 or 4. Because this penalty means that this 4 is lethal. Penalty clean. Block on 3. Powerful. 3 damage. Icy Tail Hit one climax. Please and thank you. Oop. Only one? Only one. It's over. And that's the game. It's Nikkei Door Standby taking the first round over Bang Dream. Just a bit of an unfortunate mill down at the end there for the finisher, and good blocking, good defensive counterplay available for Cowboys. We'll see you right back for round two.